Up next, we find out what's keeping students in line at the early childhood school.
And Trent Middle School students are rewarded for staying true to their core values.
All this and more.
Frisco ISD-TV starts now.
Hello, and welcome to Frisco ISD-TV. I'm Michael Ramirez.
And I'm Natasha Burklow. Thanks for tuning in. We start today's show with It's Elementary, My Dear, where students march to celebrate various cultures. Kassidy Freeman steps in their shoes.
I wanted to walk in the parade and I saw my dad. I wanted to see my dad in the parade.
Miranda did just that at the early childhood school, and other students shared what they were most excited about at the diversity parade.
All the people, flags, to see persons, pictures.
Parents shared the benefits of this event.
It's really important. It's essential because for him to get exposed to different kinds of culture.
I think it's awesome. It's a great way to help celebrate all the different traditions and backgrounds of all the students here at the school.
From hand-me-downs to store-bought, students show culture through clothing.
It was my sister dress when she was little. My mom did this skirt.
Different cultures came together, which led to a greater understanding.
India, Venezuela, Mexico.
Well, they're going to face diversity out in the real world, so as much as they can get exposed to it, the better, so they'll be able to adjust to all different kinds, because everybody's different and everybody needs to be treated equally.
We want to acknowledge all of the wonderful cultures we have here at our school, and we want to give the children an opportunity to bring what they do at home and show it off here at school.
It's the foundation of our country and what we're all about. So I think it's just makes a great experience at their school.
This annual event at the early childhood school makes the world go round. I'm Kassidy Freeman for Frisco ISD-TV.
Thanks, Kassidy. What a great way to open the little ones up to diversity.
I agree. It looks like they had fun. At Trent Middle School, students take pride in sticking together. Aaron Davis has more in the middle of it all.
Running together as a group, each student does their part to keep their pack strong. We track down the wolves at Trent Middle School.
Our core values are purpose, attitude, commitment, and kindness. And within those core values, we get to see daily examples of what their responsibilities are.
The values Golker describes travel with students beyond the classroom.
When we catch a kid acting in a pack value with a purpose and an attitude, a commitment, or a kindness, we as administrators go up and acknowledge them and give them backpack tags.
We're bringing the pack into our actions, so in cleaning up in the cafeteria is a big part of it.
I'll push around the trash can and things like that, or I'll take up my friends' trays.
After the football games, the cheerleaders clean up the stands.
Not giving up is a key part of life in the pack.
If you keep trying and you put the effort there, the results will eventually come.
You could try really hard at something and you could fail, but that doesn't mean you didn't do good.
So the student mission statement goes along with our staff one, where we commit to inspire all individuals to grow through their efforts for success beyond the pack.
With Trent being a new school, students and staff left familiar environments and seem to be getting used to the new territory.
At staff read, you didn't really have something to be a part of. Now you have they have a bunch more clubs, there's a lot more things you can do together, and it helps you get more friends.
We are all part of the pack, no matter what we're involved in before or after school or what classes we're in, we're still all in it together.
Students and teachers are all held accountable for their part in the pack. Hopefully they've set an example for future classes to follow. I'm Aaron Davis for Frisco ISD-TV.
Great report, Aaron. That's cool how they get to show off their tags for supporting their school.
Michael, did you know that more than 1 in 12 teens attempted suicide last year?
No, I didn't, but that's terrible. In higher learning, Tori Bates shows a school's response to this statistic.
Heritage High School took steps towards awareness as coyotes walked side by side to encourage open communication in the fight against suicide.
We all had advisory period and we met up in the front of the school all together to walk around the school to show people who are dealing with depression and suicide that it's okay to ask for help. It's okay.
Lots of students walked in groups and we just did one lap around the school.
Student Council pictured the event as a way for students to interact with others on the campus while also providing a time for self-reflection.
As students, we helped sort of come up with the idea and decide what we should do to help and make it effective and get the student body involved.
This walk meant a lot to me because I recently had a family member pass away because of depression, my dad, and it's a very serious thing. People should be aware because it's the second leading cause to death in all ages, and it's important. We're not just going to brush it off and act like it's nothing.
The walk allowed students to lean on classmates and form new relationships.
Some took it more personally than others, obviously, because some people had experience with that, and so I personally got to talk to some girls who did, and it was cool just to come together because I would have never just talked to them in the hallway.
Students sing praises of not only the impact of the day, but also its effectiveness.
It really spreads the awareness of suicide prevention as a whole, and that's something that's really important as it's an increasingly worrying factor in society today. So I'm really excited to see what happens in the next few years. Hopefully this is the start of something big and new and impactful.
Heritage Coyotes are trying to get out in front of the issue before it happens. If you or someone you know needs help, the Suicide and Crisis Center of North Texas is available 24/7. They can also be reached by text on the weekends from 8 to 10 p.m. I'm Tori Bates for Frisco ISD-TV.
Thanks, Tori. If you ever need help or know someone who does, make sure to call the Suicide Crisis Hotline. In High Tech Happenings, Brandon Bird shares how a CTE Center student brought special needs and her passion together.
A CTE sports management student is opening the lines of communication. Students from Newfound Academy are on site for a special assignment.
This is a project I created through my internship here at Exos, and I have passion for sports but also special needs, so I got to experiment and try to put them together.
The class Buter is part of gives students an all-access pass.
She is in our sports management class, and it is basically a second level internship class. So the students go out and intern with different sports businesses throughout Frisco.
Interning at Exos these past few months, I've really just learned that Exos is for everyone, and I've seen how they work with professional athletes and college athletes and so on, but I really saw the need to perhaps expand into the special needs realm, and I saw the opportunity to really enrich their lives, and I thought it would be really beneficial to bring them here and just kind of experiment with it, and hopefully it can lead to something great.
Bucher planned an hour-and-a-half event to teach children with autism key exercises and gives tips to teachers on how to incorporate them into daily routines.
I thought she did a wonderful job. A lot of times they are given tasks to do at their internships. They get a little bit nervous about it, but I think she did a great job at completing the event, completing it on time, and coordinating everything to where it was a big success there.
It's just an awesome feeling to know that you're making a difference in their lives and impacting them and just giving them a little piece of happiness.
Her game plan gave her a personal victory. I'm Brandon Bird for Frisco ISD-TV.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm really glad that Morgan is making the most of her internship as well as benefiting others. Frisco ISD recently came together to show the importance of the bridge between education and faith. Miranda Alexander has more.
We need to pay attention not just to the academic, but we need to pay attention to the social, the emotional, the physical, and the spiritual.
Frisco ISD took a leap of faith by hosting a breakfast where people of all backgrounds were encouraged to voice their beliefs.
The purpose is to get everyone together in the same room, to provide an opportunity to network and to meet each other, and also to thank them for what they do for the school district and for our students, and to engage them in helping us to further our mutual goals and mission to meet the needs of young people in the community and to create those connections.
Faith leaders who attended the breakfast showed favor for this event.
Frisco has decided that we were going to be an inclusive environment, a safe place to raise children, as well as for you to exercise your faith, your belief, and the things that you want to see take place.
It was really amazing to see, faiths, from all over the world in one room. How our experience has been with Frisco ISD, and it was all positive.
Being able to be a part of this discussion and share my opinions or what I believe adds value to this community, just being here and serving at a local church that cares about this community.
We live in a city that's so diverse, and we're seeing mostly the people that are part of our congregation, my congregation, and it's very important for me to meet other people and to see other people, to be part of this diverse community.
Frisco ISD and religious leaders have a history of bringing thoughts to the table.
Last year was our first faith-based breakfast, but many years ago when we were smaller, there was a ministerial alliance where a lot of the local pastors and faith leaders got together on a periodic basis on their own, and they would invite us in. And as we've grown and gotten so big, that's just been more difficult. So we decided last year, we need to bring that back.
This connection between church and state can lead to something powerful for students.
A tremendous responsibility rests on us as the leaders to instill in the people, and that will instill in their children, this feeling of cohesiveness and unity that we're all living in one city together.
You have to love beyond your preferences to live beyond yourself. And so that's going to require that people say move out of the comfort zone. It's not necessarily a comfort zone as much as it is out of your familiarity. And that's what breeds the growth.
And recognizing spiritual growth and its importance to education can be a path to righteousness.
And if we do those things within a context of providing opportunities for students to be healthy, to look at the world in a way where they can make sense of it and they realize that they will be part of that decision making, then we are serving kids well.
I'm Miranda Alexander for Frisco ISD-TV.
Great report, Miranda. What a way to bring the community together.
That concludes our show. Join us next time in our final episode of the season, where we enter the red zone with the Lone Star football team.
And see how an elementary school provides structure for education across the globe.
I'm Natasha Burklow.
And I'm Michael Ramirez. Thanks for watching.